Hello everyone and welcome to episode 100 of the TEW 2020 New Japan Pro Wrestling Series here on the channels. We did it! 100 episodes, my god. Over 1,000 shows, and we're still ticking. Going into 2026 as our final tour of 2025 is upon us. And it is, of course, the Tag League. 10 of the very best teams that we have here in New Japan battling it out throughout a round-robin tournament with the winners taking on the potential tag team champions in Zack Sabre Jr. and Volter, or, that could change. Obviously, if Zack and Volter win, that means they obviously get to choose their challengers, and then also if maybe perhaps somebody beats Zack and Volter during the tournament and they have a title matchup at the final show, and then that team also beats them again to become the new champions going into the final, not only the final show, going into Wrestle Kingdom. But yeah, besides that, though, there are still some big-time matches happening on that final show. Of course, we have the first ever Junior New Japan Rumble, 15 juniors. It's starting off with 4 men, and basically a new person enters every 2 minutes. Last person left is going on to Wrestle Kingdom to take on the Junior Heavyweight Champion. We're also going to have a couple of matches building up to Wrestle Kingdom, multi-man matches, Dragon's Den versus Blastoff, and an 8-man. Actually, no, that's a 6-man, excuse me. It's a 6-man matchup with Heiharu Tamura involved in that one. And then also, obviously, Konosuke Takeshita on the other side. Designers of Perfection versus the Kingdom of Strong Style in the multi-man matchup. Again, building up Sonata, Shinsuke Nakamura for the Never Openweight title, which I believe those 2 matches are the main and co-main, actually, of Wrestle Kingdom. So that's going to be pretty big for those 2 matches. We also get to see new factions debuting, as far as now that we have kind of flushed out a Joshi division, a women's division, if you will, but yeah, Joshi division within New Japan Pro Wrestling. I think it's high time we get some factions in here as well. So you're going to see some debuts of that, and as far as, because at first it was like, well, yeah, we could have them join stables already, but some of them are already massive anyways, and it's kind of fun to have them have their own stable and their own groups within New Japan, and most of them are just stardom-based anyways. Like, obviously, Hana Kimura's got her Tokyo Cyber Squad. Julia, of course, has Donna Del Mondo, which is Women of the World, and then we're going to have with Ashley Flair, of course. We're going to have the 4 Horsewomen. So that's going to be fun to see how that all plays out. And then also, we get the first time of them being dubbed a team name, but they have teamed in the past. Very seldomly, but they have teamed in the past, as Pac and Jon Moxley, known as the Gory Bastards, taking on Juice Robinson and Alex Coughlin in a tag team matchup, as well as a CMLL title matchup. Yes, shockingly enough. We're going to open up the show with a World Middleweight title matchup as the current champion AJ Styles back in Japan. But he's taking on Ryu Lee in a massive, massive opening contest too. Being that as the opener is pretty nuts. But yeah, it's a dream match. In my opinion, it's a dream match. I know no one's really thought of AJ Styles versus Ryu Lee as like a dream matchup, but especially like if it's prime AJ Styles, like TNA, like 2005, 2004, like AJ Styles, boy, that's a whole other matchup. But even like just kind of heavyweight AJ, like from the IWGP Heavyweight title run and kind of first couple of years in WWE, that type of the mid to late 2010s, that still is a hell of a match. But definitely a fun opener, one of the best openers you'll probably see as far as from a pay-per-view standpoint, I guess mega event. I don't know what else you can call it as far as, because I want to say premium live event, because that name still grosses me out, but obviously that's like a WWE term, so. But yeah, we won't show the full card, because obviously we want to keep it close to the chest as far as who's going to win the actual tag league, and what else is going to happen. But we talked about a good bit of the card, though. We basically have revealed almost every matchup. So as far as there's not a whole lot of keeping it close to the chest, the 10 teams, as far as for this tag league, goes as followed. Claudio Castagnoli and Shotaro Ashino, of course, the Suzuki-Gun. Dragon's Den team of Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. Of course, Undisputed Era in another lifetime. Here they are, though, as far as in Dragon's Den. Should be fun. Should be fun to see how they do it. I think they have chemistry boost already, so that's really no big deal. And then Golden Ace, a former Tag League winner in their own right, in Kota Ibushi and Hiroshi Tanahashi. And then the LIJ team of Hiromu and Naito. I want to say they've won a Tag League before. They might not have, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But nonetheless, House of Torture, which it's Brody King and Miro, not Jay White and Miro. I also, again, believe they have won a Tag League in the past. But last year's winner, in the current New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Brothers, Sanada and Taichi, Order of Destruction, United Rage, and United Empire. So we did spoil a little bit as far as there is one team that's not going to win in Sanada and Taichi, but I think everybody kind of knew that anyways, as far as with them going on to, are they going to be in the finals? And yeah, I think looking at that list, probably no one would have assumed they would have anyways. But then we have the Order of Destruction, of course, a team that just had a heavyweight tag team title matchup, against the champions, the United Empire, but also United Rage is in there. So 2 United Empire teams. We got a Task Force Death team, of course. We have an Order of Destruction, of course, with the Dark Order team, Desires of Perfection team, House of Torture, LIJ. Golden Ace is kind of its own thing, but, as far as led by a Blast-Off member, if you will, or led by a Lion Mark member, if you want to go with Tanahashi, and obviously Dragon's Den, and Suzuki-gun. So almost all of course, the stables are represented, besides Peace, Love, and War. I think that's it. As far as, and then obviously Mexa Blood and Flight Club, but I guess they have heavyweight members in it, I should say. I believe that is everybody, but Peace, Love, and War. I think it's going to be a pretty good tag league, though, to be honest. As just as far as, turn back the clock here. Let's go back to Lucha Brothers, Golden Ace. That's what I thought Hiromu and Naito won it. Wow, as far as the last Gaijin team, besides obviously Ray Phoenix and Pentagon Jr., was the Bucks, as they were the first one. So yeah, Tanahashi's won it twice with 2 different members. I think he even won it one time in the mid-2000s. So I could have swore. Damn, I thought him and Nakamura, they had them team up and win it. Must have been, I was way off. Yeah, mainly Tenkoji. Tenzan no Osama Nishimura, though, in 2003. It's kind of odd. I forget what happened there in the mid-2000s, what they were doing. I think they were mainly, they stopped doing the tag league mainly because they were kind of focused with trying to run shows alongside, Pride, because obviously, Inoki's kind of end of the year, I forget what he called it. I think he just called it the, Bumaye Inoki, year-end show or something like that. It was basically, that was kind of the thing they kind of cared about more during that time, because Inoki is almost full-blown at that point. But it is it's a pretty nice list that we've had, though, as far as champions, winners of said tag league. I thought a House of Torture team won it one year. I think they actually were in the finals, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, they were against Tanahashi and Shibata. Damn, Shingo's been in the finals twice and has lost. Yeah, of course, Naito and Hiromu, they were in the finals year before that. Daniel Makabe and Jonathan Gresham, a team that was in the tag league and made it to the finals last year. Nowhere to be found this year, though. Shocking. United Rage gets the nod instead. But, that kind of shows you, again, Zack Sabre Jr. and Falter, they kind of stole that team's spot when you really think about it. So that's kind of shocking to think about. As, without further ado, though, we ran through the tournament. We're all set for episode 100 to start off with hopefully a bang here with the kickoff show of the New Japan World Tag League, as, of course, we're at the National Stadium for the first show. Not sure about that, as I respect it, but I think we need to run somewhere else. Yeah, I know we ran the Shizuoka Stadium last year, which is fine, 50,000 people, can't really go wrong with that. Don't think there's anything bigger around here. I don't think so. We'll take a look, though, just to be safe. The Hiroshima Stadium, both 36,000 there. Yeah, not really needed here. We won't run Hokuto anyway. Probably won't run the Osaka Dome either. We could. It'd be a sellout of 55,000, but probably not. Let's see, we got 40,000 for the PayPay Dome. Not a bad spot, but not the best either. Yeah, there's really no big stadium here. It says 25,000. And then, yeah, I think the other baseball stadium's 25,000 here, too. Well, they have a... Yeah, the Miyagi's got a... But we just also ran Power Struggle here, too. Yeah, fuck it. Let's run the Osaka Dome. Why not? Because, yeah, I just, with the, I get why I ran here last year. 50-some thousand people. It's a lot. It is a lot. But I'd rather take the 55, Just me, I might as well. Yeah, it's a big show, though, anyways. Oh, yeah, as I forgot, that we have backstage incidents to go through. Miyoshi is brought for arrest court. He's not joining the rest of the locker room for a night out. As the judge, Shinsuke Nakamura found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks after the show. Kojima, and he got him some more, as Kojima passing on tips on microphone work to Hayato Tamura, and then Milano Collection AT passing on psychology to Aiza Collection NYC. So yeah, main event, we have a nice little main here. As far as, I have to completely change that tag match though, and that's fine. We'll make that happen. As far as the main event, still kind of torn on what I want, because this is a hell of a match, but this might be a technical masterclass match. It is, okay. So Hiromu is going to beat Hiroshi Tanahashi, so LIJ versus Golden Ace there. Mainly because of Tanahashi just not being, he's 48 now. We gotta kind of pump the brakes on him being in the main event all the time. Order Destruction versus Claudio and Ashino, though. It's a fun match, and Claudio and Ashino will win. Claudio Castagnoli winning in 26 minutes. That's a big win, too, for them. As House of Torture United Rage probably steal the show matchup. Alright, it's not. Miro's going to beat Katsuya Kitamura. Then we have Dragon's Den versus Lucha Brothers, which Roderick Strong beating Pentagon Jr. What a win for the Dragon's Den team there over the Lucha Brothers. So that means Sonata and Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr. and Volter is a steal the show matchup, as Volter will be beating Tai Chi there. Alrighty, so yeah, we're all over the place, though, as far as, let's just swap. I think the main event will have it be Claudio and Ashino against the Order of Destruction. I think that's the play. We'll have Dragon's Den and Lucha Brothers be the co-main, which that's still a good matchup. We'll have House of Torture United Rage follow the opener, or not the opener, the first of the 5 tournament matches. But yeah, and then of course this tag match, it's going to be a women's matchup, as we will have Hana Kimura, of course, team with her. So, just, kind of going through the women's roster. So, the 4 horsewomen, rather, the 4 horsewomen, 4HW, because I'm pretty sure pretty sure WWE owns the trademark for it, so you probably couldn't technically use the actual name itself, or we just had the logo, because what else are you going to do? Mainly, we would probably just have, where it says horsewomen, we'd probably have the 4HW in there, because you could probably get away with that. Who knows, though? I know, obviously, that logo itself, like the horses and whatnot, that design was a WCW design anyways. Yeah, and then Donna Del Mondo, so we have Julia, Athena, Sakiaki, and then Saletta. So basically, the idea for Donna Del Mundo here in this save is basically what United Empire is about, but on the female side of things, where Julia is looking to go across the globe and get the best of the best. So, we get Athena from, obviously, America. We get Sakiaki, a Japanese woman, and of course, Julia is obviously Japanese native, but also obviously has the Italian roots and is mainly, that is what she represents, and that's, so, representing the Italian side there, and then Saletta, of course, from Mexico. So, basically United Empire, but for the women's side of things. Then we have the Rebel X Enemy, which is Maki Ito, Mayuki, and as far as, so far that's it. Obviously, Mayuki is the actual, as far as an actual person that was in Rebel X Enemy. It's funny enough, Rebel X Enemy, it technically is not a thing until 2025 here in the save, because in real life it started after, like during COVID, as far as a nice ribbon. So, and obviously we started this save as like a what if COVID never happened. So, yeah, it's basically a brand new idea now here in this save. I will say this though, we do have actually somebody that's in a male stable, and that's Chris Statlander. She is in Dark Order. I just feel like that's a lot of fun to have her be a part of Dark Order. Let her be the first woman in Dark Order, then Anna J. And then we go to, of course, Tokyo Cyber Squad, TCS, as it's Hana Kimura, of course, who's an actual member, then Andreas Miyagi and Starlight Kid. So obviously, Starlight Kid, not an actual member of Tokyo Cyber Squad, same thing for Andreas Miyagi. And I kind of had to do what I had to do here with Tokyo Cyber Squad, because in the mod right now, as far as Jungle Kimura, as she is Jungle Kimura, Jungle Kiona, she is I want to say she's either DDT, I think is what it is. She's exclusively written to DDT. Natsumi is exclusive. I think Konami's even exclusive somewhere else. Mary Apache at this time is obviously up there in age, and she just really can't perform as well as I thought she would. And even Rena, too, might be the only one I'd like to bring it in. Even though it's kind of crazy to think that Rena, I think they fucked her age up, because right now she's about to turn 17 in real life. So if she's about to turn 20, that would be correct then. Never mind. I was thinking, yeah, she would be like 18, 19 years old. that's crazy. So yeah, we're waiting. I think she is also exclusively written, so that's someone potentially to bring in. But yeah, I just felt like Starlight Kid is a fun little addition, because obviously with Starlight Kid, she, as far as in real life, is obviously a part of Odeyo Tai and Stars, and as far as she's been a part of both members of that. And we're not going to do Odeyo Tai, and then we're not going to do Stars either. So that kind of left her open. And then for Andreas Miyagi, she, with her, I just kind of felt like I had a lot at my kind of disposal to do whatever I wanted with her. She's, right now she's in Glade, I think, actually, which is kind of crazy. But, yeah, she's interesting. She could have also fit as a Dark Order member, probably, instead of Chris Statlander. We probably could have done that, and it probably would have worked, but, yeah, she's also, I think, yeah, she did Ice Ribbon stuff, too, if I remember correctly. It's kind of mainly, but yeah, she's mainly a Glade lady. But yeah, she was also in Odeyo Tai, so kind of that common ground made sense a little bit for her to be a part of, I felt like this. And so was Hana Kimura, too. So the idea kind of splitting off from that into Tokyo Cyber Squad, you could see the links there. It all makes sense in the end. So it's not too much of a far-fetched stretch, I would say. But yeah, that's just the lady side of faction. So yeah, Hana Kimura, Starlight Kid versus, as far as I gotta go to the women's side of things to kind of see who I should use. Because I think we're just going to use Rebel X Enemy. So Maki Ito and Maya Yukui. As, yeah, this will, of course, be just a regular 10-minute matchup. As we will have... yeah, we'll just have Hana Kimura get the win there over... yeah, we won't have Maki Ito lose. We'll have Maya lose. 10 minutes, though, for the Joshis. I don't love it. I wish I kind of gave more time, but it is... unfortunately what it is. We don't want them to go too crazy because it's going to fuck up the whole flow of the show, which just sucks. Because I want that opener to actually be pretty awesome, but it's the way it goes. I think we're good to go, though. Yeah, let's run it. 74. Damn. Mayuki and Maki Ito don't work as a team. Well, that sucks. But Starlight Kid and Hana Kimura did really well. Missile drop kick from Hana Kimura in 10:05. Yeah, no surprise there by Starlight Kid, though, being the best in the match. I would say that's pretty accurate. And then Hiromu Naito beating 2 Golden Aces. That's an 89. So yeah, Naito, worst guy in the match. Wasn't really close, like Tanahashi even outperformed him. Naito's knees are shot. It just is what it is. Pretty bad. 78 for the House of Torture United Rage matchup. Surprised that went as badly as it did. I guess, Miro couldn't carry it as much as I would have hoped for, but yeah, Brody was really off his game too, but 2 teams, with excellent chemistry. Figured I would be better than the 78, but here we are. And then an 80 here, as Walter and Zach against Sonata and Tai Chi. Yeah, should have flipped these two. Should have had the previous match be the Steal the Show match and have this be the match we give 20-22 minutes. But, especially with the Dangerous Techers background too, yeah, probably should have. But Walter gets the win nonetheless in 12:55. A 90 for Lucha Brothers vs. Dragon's Den. An upset here for sure, with Roddy getting on the sick kick or Pentagon Jr. Good little match, though. They don't have chemistry boost. I thought they did. Oh, Kyle O'Reilly and... yeah, I guess they not. But Kyle's declining physically, too. Lack of psychology as well. Just fucking great. Oh, and we have a Whiplash next strain from Claudio in the main event. What a fucking disaster of a show this was. It's Claudio with the structure muffler over Calvin Tankman, too. That's a crazy submission. Yeah, just the worst luck in the world involving that, because that should have been a good match. Tankman with an 82, 80 for Hobbs, and then 92 for Shino. It's just Claudio's injury fucks everything up, and we get an 81 because of it. Brutal. Brutal start. Just our fucking luck. But I actually want to put over the ladies here. Hana Kimura and Starlight Kid. They did well. And, 4'11" Starlight Kid. She's a tiny little thing. Oh no, I think she's actually 5'1" or something, but yeah, it'd be tiny, though. Tiny, tiny things. As, yeah, well, trying to think. Probably somebody from that main. Yeah, we'll go with, actually, Pentagon Jr. didn't complain about losing, so here's a hug. Here's a hug. Oh, man. As, yeah, the first night, swing and a miss. Swing and a fucking miss. I cannot believe that injury just, ruined it. But it is what it is. Luckily, we're not too needing of some big matches there on a big show like that. But still, we had at least some good performances nonetheless. So on to the second night we go. Alrighty, day 2. As this is the backstage instance, we have Tanahashi passing on selling tips to his protege Shobo Takibo. Yuji Nagata passing on psychology to the Great Okan, and then Nakamura passing on psychology to Noriya Takagawa. So, for night 2, hopefully we have a better luck this time around. You have a pretty solid main event, though. Champions versus champions. And the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions beat the Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And Zack Sabre Jr. is going to lose to Rey Fenix right before the 30-minute mark. Massive victory. Massive. Cannot state it enough. United Rey. Not sure what happened there. Trying to think what's probably going to be the Tactical Masterclass matchup. It's probably going to be that, honestly. Yeah, I guess we're going to go with Claudio and Ashino. Oh, this is. Okay. Well, that's cool. Ashino's going to beat Kyle O'Reilly. So that's 2 straight victories for Suzuki-gun. Sonata and Tai Chi against United Rage. As the Great Okan beating Tai Chi. So that's 2 straight victories for... or 2 straight losses, rather. Excuse me. For Sonata and Tai Chi. Hiromu and Naito against the Order of Destruction. Oh, this is another Steal the Show matchup. Tankman beating Naito in 11 minutes. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. As, let's see. Yeah, let's bump this a little up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Bump it up. See what they can do in 20 minutes. I think it should be a good little showing, to be honest. So we know now that is a Steal the Show matchup, which Order of Destruction and Hiromu and Naito, they've had a couple of big-time matches against each other. They've had 2 IWGP Tag Team title matches. Actually 3. Yeah, they've had 2 straight up with Naito and Hiromu beating them. Then they had the triple threat at Wrestle Kingdom 18. As far as that was a 99, of course, then as well. That match, I don't think would be a 99 now, sadly. I don't even think it'd be in the 90s, to be honest, because Ibushi and Hiromu would do well, but everybody else wouldn't be anywhere close to it. So that's just kind of sad. So this is her Order Destruction, usually what happens is they just beat them every time they face off with the Tag League, but any other big-time matches, they seem to have not been able to get the deal done. So another victory for them, though, as that's going to be probably like an 80, obviously with the steal the show setting. Then Golden Ace versus the House of Torture, as Miro will be beating Kota Ibushi. That is a huge win for the House of Torture, first of all. And that's also the first time they've had a 2v2 match against each other. So, massive stuff. Absolutely massive. Actually, trying to think if we should have... Yeah, let's have Kota Ibushi and Tanahashi get a win. Let's have Ibushi beat Brody King. I like that a little bit more. A little changing of the booking a little bit. Then the Prehistoric Barbarians. Of course, K-Man Oog and Barbaro Cabanero against Shogo Takibo and Kimitsu Kasai. And I thought we did this before, but yeah, obviously Young Lions are going to lose there. Over. So as far as a nice little win for Caveman Oog and company. Yeah, we can't run the 4,000 seater yet, but we can, we'll be able to run this Nippon Yashi Arena. Will be a sellout. No problem there. 55 for the opener. Yeah, Barbaro Cabanero and K-Man Oog doing a pretty good job. The Barbaric Bomb there from Oog and Cabanero. Decent little opener. 55, that's kind of where we expect for those kind of openers between those two teams. As, Claudio's injury. Luckily, it's only like a couple of weeks. It's only a couple of days. But still sucks to have that injury, as Shino and Claudio beating Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, as O'Reilly taking the T-Bone Suplex over Shino. Nice win, though, for Shotaro Shino nonetheless. Suzuki-gun and Dragon's Den, just a destined rivalry, really, with, Mizunori Suzuki-led faction versus the Bryan Danielson-led faction. Just makes all the sense in the world. Another injury, as tendonitis on the rotator cuff for Tetsuya Naito, as they lose to Tankman and Hobbs. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. As, Hiromu is still looking like $1 million out there. Best guy in the match by far. And I got the crowd buzzing somehow, even though it was just a shit show and a half with all these injuries. Oh, another one. Oh. As Great Okan submitting Taichi. Brutal. That was only a 76, but, as far as Katsuki, I'm over the 64, 55 for Taichi. Sonata being the, just man here, again, carrying this matchup. That is just brutal. And it was Taichi who caused it. Finally, a match that doesn't have an injury. It's Kota Ibushi and Kota Ibushi and Hiroshi Tanahashi, rather. They beat the House of Torture team of Brody King and Miro. Yeah, just an 80. Pretty solid. As far as Miro and Ibushi did pretty well. Yeah, they were the better team, even with the excellent chemistry brews there from Brody and Miro. And an 85 for our main event. Crazy, it's only an 85. Is Red FNX pinning Zack Sabre Jr. after the package pile driver foot stomp combination. They were the better team. So right team wins there. Not bad at all. That actually did better than the previous show. What are the odds? God, so many goddamn injuries already. But on to day 3. We go. Alrighty, night 3, day 3 here. As Bryan Danielson passing on microphone to Spiritual Dante Martin. So, unfortunately, with Okan's injury, he's out. We could take out Naito if we wanted to, but I think with his injury, it really wouldn't matter, so unfortunate there. So, he will have to finish out the tournament with his injury. Okan's going to be replaced by Josh Alexander, which, what a get for Katsuya Kitamura, which, that's going to be an interesting team, though. They take on Golden Ace in their first match. So yeah, as far as a lot of things happening already on this, and now for our main event, Claudio and Ashino against the United Empire, as Volter will beat Ashino. Big win there. Claudio, I believe, is still hurt, still banged up a little bit, so unfortunate there. And as far as... I think this is the opener. Yes, okay, so this is the opening match. It's a six-man tag. It's Jay White with Ishimori and Parker against Brody, Silver, and Black Taurus. As Black Taurus will be beating Ishimori, which will, of course, mean the House of Torture is going to beat the Order of Destruction. It's Brody King going to get a massive win there. I don't think that would be the co-main, but that's a good little match. So we have Alexander and Katsuki Nomura against Tanahashi and Ibushi. I think we'll actually have this be the technical masterclass matchup. Everybody involved is pretty solid at that, as Alexander will beat, or rather, not Alexander will beat, Kota Ibushi will beat Katsuki Nomura, actually, instead of Josh Alexander. I think that's a good call. So then Dragon's Den versus Hiromu and Naito. This will now just be a regular match. Yeah, we were going to have Naito and Hiromu get a win here, but actually... now let's do it. Yeah, we'll have Hiromu get the win, though, nonetheless, instead of Naito this time, since Naito's now hurt. It's going to be Kyle O'Reilly. Why not? And that will, of course, be the Steal the Show matchup. Is Sonata and Taichi against Rey Fenix and Pentagon Jr. What a win here for Sonata and Taichi as they beat the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions. Massive. Massive, massive, massive. So, yeah, move that here. Move this around. There we go. Oh, boy, yeah. I guess Order of Destruction, House of Torture, I guess that is going to have to be the co-main. This kind of is what it is. So, yeah, looks like we are... Let's say, I think we're going to run... You can either run the Gate Arena there. We have this arena, it's 4,000. Yeah, we'll just run the Zebu. Zabeo? I guess, yeah, that'd probably be what it's pronounced rather instead. The Zabeo Arena. Yeah, I mean, this is, it sucks that the main event's going to get tarnished now because of the injury, but what can you do? Wow, that actually did a lot better than expected. That's a good little six-man, as Dark Order beating House of Torture, Black Taurus beating Taichi with the Infernal Suplex. Not bad, yeah, it's funny that, how, like, Ishimori is still doing really well. Jay White with a 73. Silver's kind of went down a little bit. He's had such a weird run. 80 here for Alexander and Katsuki Nomura against Ibushi and Tanahashi. I'm glad we had this be the masterclass matches. The Last Ride style Tiger Driver, which is fucking crazy to be hitting somebody of the size of Katsuki Nomura with that. As that's an 80, another 80 here for the Steal the Show matchup with Sonata and Taichi beating Pentagon Jr. Rey Fenix. And, Sonata at least outperformed them. Rey Fenix and Pentagon Jr., they wore off their game. Not a bad upset, to be honest. I don't mind that one bit. Got the crowd buzzing, too. It's a 79, then, for Hiromu and Naito against O'Reilly and Strong. God, as Hiromu pinning O'Reilly with the time bomb. It just sucks about Naito's injury. Probably should have just said fuck it and replaced him, but stubborn. Stubborn until the end. And we have another injury. This Calvin Tankman now with a chronic shoulder pain. So that's now 4 injuries, and we're 3 days in. We have more injuries than we've had shows run. As Brody King pinning Will Hobson. That's another one that's going to be a bitch to deal with. Chronic shoulder pain, no fun there. Unreal. And it was Brody King who caused it. Just great. And then 83 here for our main event. Could have been even better had obviously Claudio been at 100%. He was off his game. Injuries too. Probably should just let Claudio lose instead of Ashino there. That would have made a lot more sense. But Volter gets the win nonetheless in 28-18. That's a nice win for the tag champs though. God, that is just brutal. Fucking brutal. This has been the cursed league is what this has been. God, as we'll see who else gets hurt. So on to day 4 we go. Alrighty, day 4. And so no backstage and so we can hop right in. So we gotta figure out the main for this show. So we got Hiromu and Naito and Zack and Volter. Definitely is not going to be the main now. With the injuries. Claudio and Ashino against the Lucha Brothers. Pretty good match, actually. Ashino's gonna get the win, though, instead of Claudio, because I believe Claudio, it's like one more day, I believe, is all he's got left with his injury. Because, yeah, he still is banged up. Just sucks. But, yeah, Ray Phoenix is gonna lose to Ashino. Tough break. Tough break. Then, we got Golden Ace, Sonata, and Tai Chi. We'll just go ahead and add this now. It's Tai Chi losing for the Sonata Tai Chi team as Tanahashi is gonna get the win. Of course, that's the Technical Masterclass matchup. And the Order of Destruction versus Katsuya Kitamura and Josh Alexander. It's Hobbs beating Kitamura. I wonder what is the Steal the Show match. Must be this then. It's Brody King and Miro versus O'Reilly and Roderick Strong as Miro beating O'Reilly in 14 minutes. Interesting decision. I mean, I'm cool with it though. But Zack and Walter, they're going to beat Naito and Hiromu in 22 minutes there. As, I mean, it's been 4 days, so we could take a look and see what the standings are looking like. Why not? Then we also have Daichi Hashimoto in the opener against Hideo Oka. Of course, the Young Lion will be losing. So, yeah, after 4 nights of action, as far as Claudio and Ashino, they jump up to 6 points. Ibushi and Tanahashi jump up to 6 points. So does House of Torture, and so does United Empire. So, 3-way tie so far. Of course, with United Empire, they've lost the Lucha Brothers. So, tough loss there for them, but not completely over. In LIJ, they've lost to the Order of Destruction, which I guess doesn't really matter since they didn't win their match anyways. On this night, Golden Ace, though, they lost to LIJ as well. So that could be interesting. Could be interesting, of course, Claudio and Ashino losing to United Empire, so that might cost them as far as potentially making it into a final matchup, because that's a tough tiebreaker match to lose, but still very early on, but that's just kind of what we're looking like right now. So far, at least every team has gotten a point, so it's been pretty even so far, the first 4 nights. As I about ran the show. Glad it didn't, because yep, it would have ran Kanto. Don't want that. We're on the Beacon Plaza here for day 4. Let's run it. As a 56 for Hashimoto and Hideo Oka as the vertical drop brainbuster from Daichi Hashimoto in 10 minutes. A 60 though, not bad. Not bad. 82 for Golden Ace against Sonata and Tai Chi. Tanahashi with the Texas Cloverleaf over Tai Chi. Yeah, Tai Chi's just so much worse than everybody else. And 80 for Brody King and Miro against Roddy and Kyle O'Reilly. Pretty decent little matchup though. Relatively close too, just a little bit better thanks to Miro. Because of course he wins the game over. 84, wow. Even with Naito's injury. It's pretty shocking. European clutch from Zack Sabre Jr. over Naito. Good match though. Good match, great heat. 75 for Order of Destruction versus Alexander Katsuya Kitamura. Yeah, definitely this should have been way lower. I don't know what I was thinking there. Especially with now Tankman's injury. Just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Doomsday Plunge for Will Hobbs. Picking up the win in 1939. Then 84 for the main event. As Ashino pinning Ray Phoenix with a T-bone. Much better team was the Lucha Brothers team. Good match though, all around. Got the crowd hotter at least. Could have been worse. That shockingly had a lot of 80s on that card for the amount of people we've had injured. We're still trucking along, though, even with our injuries. We're still trying to overcome it. On to night 5. We go. Alrighty, day 5. So let's see backstage incidents. Hiroshi Tenzan lifted the locker room and organized and then won a video game tournament. Holy shit, who knew? That fucking Hiroshi Tenzan. He's unstoppable in Virtual Pro Wrestling, too. Kimitsu Kasai, about for the wrestling court. She's moaning about stuff all the time, bumming us out, as the judge, Shinsuke Nakamura, found them guilty and sentenced them to shut up or cheer up by drinks after the show. Small positive back there for Kimitsu Kasai. So, as far as our main event, not a bad main event. Walter and Zack Sabre Jr. versus House of Torture. Walter beating Brody King. Huge win. Huge win for the tag champs. And I guess, LIJ Lucha Brothers. I guess it's a solid little matchup for the co-main. That's Pentagon Jr. beating Naito. crazy. Lucha Brothers have beaten them basically every time the past couple of years now. The Tag League, the Autumn Attack match a couple of years back was in '99, and boy, those were great times. Not going to be anywhere close to that here, but Pentagon Jr. is going to get the win nonetheless. Order of Structure versus Golden Ace. You know what? This is going to be the co-main now. No. Tankman's hurt. So, we were going to have Tankman beat Tanahashi. They've kind of traded, matches back and forth. Right now, it's 1-1 in the, triple threat match. The Tag League in 2023, and then the New Japan Cup title matchup last year, which is 93. It's tough. It's tough. But, I think instead of Tankman's just going to be Will Hobbs beating him. Hopefully, they still perform pretty well. For Tankman, that'd be nice, but I just, can't really bet on it too badly. So, this was going to be... we're going to have to change that match now, because obviously Alexander's now getting booked in this. So, Dragon's Den of O'Reilly and Roger Strong. Is Josh Alexander beating Kyle O'Reilly. I hate this, but I kind of have to do it. It's the tough thing with that. Then Sonata and Tai Chi against Claudio and Shino, as Claudio is finally at 100%. As Shino will be beating Tai Chi. So that, of course, will be a set to steal the show. So the Prehistoric Barbarians. Let's go with... Let's actually go with Kingston Shota Umino. Since we're doing, the Gory Bastards versus Juice. And, I don't know why we had that for such a long match, too. This could just be a normal match. Yeah, and we're going to have Kingston beat Jarvis. Or not Jarvis. We're going to have Kingston beat Oog. It's tough. Hate to have Caveman Oog lose here, but I think he's going to be the worst guy in the match. We'll see. I could be wrong. Alrighty. And so, this is I think at least now with the injuries kind of healed up at the top half of the card, it should be fine, but don't want to guarantee anything. I think we have to run... Yeah, we gotta run here. Here's the, we'll run the large hall. Knock this out of the park, hopefully. Oh, 53. Oh, we kept slow build on. Fuck. Yeah, Caveman Oog, though, with a 49, not great. Not a great match for him. The whole match was probably fucked up, though, because of that. But that's alright. Luckily, it didn't hurt the show at all, I don't think. So, Riley and Strong, they were the better team. Probably should have won, but Alexander went to the Pearl River Plunge in 2021. 76 for Sonata and Tai Chi against Claudio and Ishino. Yeah, Claudio now a little bit better. Was really off his game, though. They still outperformed Tai Chi, no problem, as Ishino with the ankle lock. Queen as 85 for the Order of Destruction versus Ibushi and Tanahashi. Hobbs pinning Tanahashi there, but Doomsday Plunge. Yeah, big toll for Tankman, but it's still a good match. That's not bad at all. 87 for Naito and Hiromu against Pentagon Jr. Ray Fenix. Pentagon Jr. after the Fear Factor foot stomp off the top. Love it. Big win. Big win for the Lucha Brothers there. And an 86 from Volter and Zack Sabre Jr. against Brody King and Miro. If only Brody King was on his game, would have been a little bit better. But hey, still all around, they were the better team there for United Empire. But Miro, best guy in the match, thanks to the chemistry boost. So how about that? Actually went really well. I wish it was a little bit better. We would have got like an 85 plus rating. But hey, we'll take it. Those 1,933 people so far probably got one of the better shows of the Tag League, funny enough. Funny how that worked out. As, we're just a little over the halfway point now. We just have, as far as a couple more shows left of the tour. It's looking like it's going to be a pretty tight race all the way through. It's been really close. A lot of teams have been going back and forth. Should be an interesting kind of final stretch here. Alrighty, day 6. Backstage incident. Kota Ibushi passing on psychology to Hideo Oka. Only the backstage incident we have, so we can hop right in now to the show. So, main event. That's a great question. There's a lot of good matches here, honestly. You know, that Golden Age Dragon's Den match is fun. Might be a tactical masterclass matchup. Oh, nope. It's a regular matchup. And Kyle O'Reilly's going to beat Tanahashi. So that's a huge win for the Dragon's Den team, actually. Then we got LIJ versus Claudio Nishino. As Claudio Castagnoli will be beating Tetsuya Naito. Yeah, I don't mind that being the main, honestly. Let's, bump down this a little bit. 23 minutes for that tag match. So then Order of Destruction versus Sonata and Taichi. Yep, steal the show matchup. As Sonata, though, getting the win. So, a quick little submission for, Tankman going for the Tankman driver early. Sonata counters it into the Sonata lock and taps him out with it. You know, as far as it's just, Tankman gets caught, and basically, and that's the story of that. But Sonata getting such a big win, too, like that in a quick time is nice to see for him. Because he needs to have something positive going on for him. Because Taichi's bringing him down a lot here. It's House of Torture versus Lucha Brothers. Pentagon Jr. versus Brody King. As it's a 28-minute matchup. I think we're going to bring that down to 24 minutes as well. So another win for the Lucha Brothers. They've had a good little run so far as well. And then I'm assuming the Technical Masterclass will be Alexander and Katsuya Kitamura against Zack Sabre Jr. Volter. So United Empire colliding here. Alexander losing to Zack Sabre Jr. And then Sho and Garcia of Dragon's Den losing to Daichi Hashimoto and Leona Fujinami. As Fujinami and Hashimoto getting the win. As, they're going to obviously beat Sho and Garcia after we just saw Dragon's Den beating the Golden Ace team. I think it's a pretty good overall match. You know, that Golden Age Dragon's Den matchup. I think this is better as the co-main House of Torture and Lucha Brothers. I think it's going to be a pretty good show, actually. Let's run Korakuen. Why not? I like it. I like it a lot. 66 for the opener, as Garcia and Sho losing to Fujinami and Hashimoto. So, Hashimoto and Garcia did about the same. Fujinami a little bit better than Sho. So the right team wins there. Not a bad opener, all things considered. 80 for Kitamura and Alexander over Volter and Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah, Volter, of course, this is not really his strength, these technical masterclass matchups, but it's a great showing, though, for Zack, and this is where he can shine and get a submission win like that. Nice to see. 78 for Tankman and Hobbs against Sonata and Taichi. A lot of positives, though, going on with this matchup, even though we have an injury toll plus Sonata being off his game. He still has a good little performance, him and Hobbs, with 82. So, wrong team wins based off of ratings, but we'll take it. We'll take the 78. 76. Of course somebody gets hurt. As Kyle O'Reilly with a hip pointer. As he gets the submission win, though, still. He gets the one with the ankle lock. I don't think that's a serious injury. It's a bad injury, but it's not a serious one. He might be out for like a week or so. He might even be able to work through it. 88 for also torturing the Lucha Brothers. Hell of a little matchup here. Pentagon Jr. the Sling Blade over Brody King. Hell of a match, though. 83 and a 70 for Brody King and Miro. 82 and 86 for Pentagon Jr. and Ray Fenix. Not bad. And all two teams with excellent chemistry, having a really good match. And they got the crowd hotter. Too bad this main event sucked. It didn't suck, but just didn't deliver to the heights that it should have. Again, if Naito's not hurt, this is a little bit better, but it's a good matchup, though nonetheless. Claudio pitting Naito after the neutralizer. And what a nice win for Suzuki-gun. As I will say this, I didn't look at the standings, or I didn't show off the standings rather, but I do know that Claudio, Nishino, and United Empire are right now tied with 10 points. We'll take a look at the standings after Night 7 to see how the last two nights are going to look like. But so far, that's been the men in charge, and they've been the men leading this one. But still, very, very not so fast for some of those teams, though. There's still some chances to where something crazy happens where one of those two teams might even fall out of the top spot. A lot can still happen even with these last 3 days left. Alrighty, day 7 of the tour. We just have 3 more shows left. As one of our newest Young Lions, Kyoto Michinori, as he was brought for Wrestler's Court. He's a fan to pick up a share of the tab. Alright, we're not going to rib the first day someone shows up to work here by making them pick up on a share of the tab. He's getting paid maybe $20, so let's not do that. But Nakamura found him guilty and sends up by drinks after the show. Then Milano Collection AT has been passing on tips on using psychology to Collection MIC. And then Brian Danielson passing on psychology to Dante Martin. As far as this main event goes, so again, Claudio and Ishino and Zack Sabre Jr. and Volter both are in the lead with 10 points each. So we'll see how their matches play out for this show. Claudio is going to be Brody King here, so they will jump up to 12 with that win. And then for, where are they at? Oh, there they are, right here. Golden Ace versus United Empire. Kota Ibushi meeting Volter, so that has opened up a big swing there for potentially not only Golden Ace now with 8 points and a tiebreaker win, but we'll see how the Order of Destruction and how the Lucha Brothers pan out to see if maybe they'll surpass them, but that's a huge win. Huge win. Actually, we'll have that be the main. Oh yeah, Sonata, Tai Chi, LIJ, Technical Masterclass matchup. And Sonata will be beating Naito. Love that. Obviously, former LIJ member and Sonata beating Naito. Naito's going to complain about it. The ball's on that guy. And then Dragon's Den versus Order of Destruction. As Tankman will be getting the win for the Order of Destruction. Actually, we're going to have it be Will Hobbs. Yeah, that's a good win, though. Good win for the Order of Destruction. So yeah, we'll pump that up. So then we have Julia and Saki Aki of course, the Donna Del Mondo team taking on Tei Hanma and Tom Nakano as Julia going to get the win there in 10 minutes. Of course, that's to open up the show. And the Lucha Brothers against Alexander and Katsuya Kitamura as the Lucha Brothers will win. Of course, Ray Phoenix beating Josh Alexander. Not a bad show at all, if I do say so myself. Not bad at all. So this is going to be a huge night, though. Huge night, as we will run... Wow, it's crazy, we're already back to running Osaka. We will run the... Yeah, I guess we'll just run the... I could have sworn there was another arena here that was relatively small. Yeah, there's a 5,000-seater. We're on there, the Baycom Gymnasium. Works for me. Works for me. Alrighty. Let's run it. Good little match. Joshi's putting on a good little performance, especially from Miss Nakano. She had a 66. Yeah, 67, 66, 65. Across the board from Saki and Miss Nakano and Julia. Not bad at all. And even Tei Hanma with a 57 is not bad at all. 81 for the LIJ versus Designers of Perfection matchup. Naito, of course, off his game, plus injured, so just double fucked there. Almost got outperformed by Tai Chi because of it, but because of that, they were the much better team. Were Sonata and Tai Chi. Great win. Great win. 81 there. That is awesome. Awesome to see another 81 here from Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix against Katsuya Kitamura and Josh Alexander. As Ray Phoenix pitting Josh Alexander with the package pile driver and foot stomp combination. Great win. Great win for the Lucha Brothers. Love it. 74. Damn, swollen calf muscle from Roderick Strong. Just fucking nothing, man. Nothing. Somebody's always getting hurt. Brutal. Kyle O'Reilly just was 100% now. We had to literally push the schedule around to make that work because the hip pointer, it's an intense injury, but it's a small one where it's only like a couple days, but you can't work. So we had to move it around. Now we have another injury with Roderick Strong with a swollen calf muscle. Just fucking great. Just great. It was Hobbs who caused it. So many guys are causing injuries. 81 here from the tag matchup between Claudio and Ishino against the House of Torture. It's Claudio with the stretch muffler, getting the win there over Brody King. Wrong team won. Should have probably been House of Torture. They were the better team thanks to Miro. What a win. And obviously Ishino being really off his game too. But yeah, well, that would have been huge for House of Torture, but it's the way she goes. 83 though for the main event. as an upset, with Kota Ibushi and Hiroshi Tanahashi beating Walter and Zack Sabre Jr. as Ibushi with a Phoenix Splash in 24:40. Huge win. Huge win for a Golden Ace there. Love it. Absolutely love it. 82 there. Not bad at all for considering the injuries and whatnot. Again, we've pieced it together. We're slowly getting to the finish line. Maybe with everybody intact. Obviously, we're not going to even have the full 10 teams that we initially started with already. But if we could still at least only keep the 9, that'd be great. But it's just not going to happen, I don't think. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we just have 2 more shows left, and it's going to be a hell of a race now. You know, as far as Suzuki-gun's in the lead, but that's obviously still leads a lot to, the 2 more days left, a lot can still happen. But that Golden Ace win is huge. They might just, in fact, make it into the finals as well with that win. We shall see. Alrighty, day 8, we shall see what we're looking like going into the final 2 shows here of the Tag League, as, of course, Psychology tips there from Kota Ibushi to Hideo Oka. So the main event, of course, this is really, this is United Empire and Suzuki-gun. That's the race. Might as well go with this, a title rematch. This, of course, we just saw this. And we saw Zack and Walter get the win the first time around. But this time around, Hobbs and Tankman get the win. As Will Hobbs will be beating Zack Sabre Jr. Huge win. Absolutely huge win there. And we might as well have the co-main being Golden Ace and Lucha Brothers, which, again, another rematch. This happened on that same tour, the Wrestle Grand Slam tour. It was a 98 when we ran it then. So that's pretty crazy. But here, Rey Fenix is going to get the win yet again, for picking up the win for the Lucha Brothers over Golden Ace, as Rey Fenix will be beating Tanahashi. Then we'll go with House of Torture versus the LIJ. Naito over Brody King. I just can't. I can't. We gotta give them a win. Brody King's gonna beat Naito instead. Because I think, Naito and Hiromu beat him the first time around. That was it as far as tag matches goes, and that was from a couple of years back. So yeah, 1-1. I like it. Naito's gonna complain again, but changed up. Had a change of heart there. And then O'Reilly and Roderick Strong against Tai Chi and Sonata. Luckily, Roddy can still work with that swollen calf muscle. It's just going to affect him a little bit. We'll have Kyle O'Reilly get the win since he's the healthy one here. He's going to beat Tai Chi. And then Alexander and Katsuya Kitamura against Claudio Castagnoli. Against Claudio Castagnoli, Shotaro Ashino, as Claudio's going to beat Katsuya Kitamura in 24 minutes. Did we already have a Steel String matchup? Okay, we did. So I wanted to double check. I was like, I'm pretty sure we did. And then the opener, it's an 8-man. So we have a Young Lion team versus Blastoff. Konosuke Takeshita, Tetsuya Endo, Jason Lee, Shun Skywalker, taking on the Young Lions. Endo will be getting the win. As, just a tough break there for the Young Lions. Try to think. I think, we have only a couple more places left. I kind of want to make sure there are places where we can run a major show left. Yeah, like the stadium in Miyagi. We can run the large hall again. I think we're going to save that final show for the large hall, actually. Yeah, then here in Sapporo. Since we just ran a major show here, I don't mind running here again. So we'll run. It'll be a sellout at least, but it won't be a packed sellout. It's only 1,500. We'll see though how the opener stands out as a 65 for Endo, pinning Kiyomitsu Kasai. As it probably should have been Shobo taking the loss, but that's all right. Man, the Kurimagi almost outperformed. I mean, he's in the 40s. Look at him go. He's killing it. 79 here for Dragon's Den and Sanan and Tai Chi as Roddy. It's pretty brutal. It was close, but slightly better team. And Tai Chi was really off his game too. If he was on his game, they would have cleared him no problem. But Kyle O'Reilly pinning Taichi with the Brainbuster. 78 for Kitamura and Alexander against Ashino and Claudio. It's Claudio with the submission win, the stretch muffler rather, over Kitsuya Kitamura. And 80 for Miro and Brody King, beating Hiromu and Naito. Big win. Big win for the House of Torture. I mean, yeah, it was right decision. You know, Brody's just clearing Naito now because of the injuries, so it was the right call. Glad we called the audible there. So the 82 for Golden Ace against the Lucha Brothers of the rematch. Phoenix pinning Tanahashi with a package pot after the Fear Factor double foot stomp off the top. As, yeah, they're better teams. Makes sense for them to get the win there. The main event, 78. As, yeah, Tankman and Hobbs still struggling is Tankman with that injury. But Falter and Zack Sabre Jr. getting an upset loss with Hobbs pinning Zack Sabre Jr. after the Doomsday Plunge. Huge win for Will Hobbs, and especially for the Order of Destruction, as they're in a striking distance away from making it into the finals. We will look at the standings here going into the final night, and we'll see how it all plays out. Alrighty, day 9, as they have us in the Komozawa Gymnasium. I think it's fine, maybe, for the final show. That's not a terrible idea. Showing Shozaki of Star for Wrestlers Court accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab at the bar, as the judge Shinsuke Nakamura found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks from after the show. And Goto Ibushi and then Deo Oka, as he's passing on psychology tips to Deo Oka. So, the main event, it's going to be not United Empire, excuse me. It's going to be the Order of Destruction versus the Lucha Brothers, because the winner of that matchup will be going on to the finals to take on Claudio and Ashino. So, United Empire, they have the most costly loss of anybody in this tournament, because no matter what happens, unless it's a draw, Lucha Brothers, Order of Destruction, one of them's going on to the finals. Now, if United Empire, of course, get the win, with Lucha Brothers and Order of Destruction both getting ties, they will, in fact, make it to the finals to take on Claudio and Ashino. So, they gotta hope for a draw, and of course, they don't want to overlook the Dragon's Den team, because they might fuck around and lose. It's crazy that Hiromu and Naito were one of the worst teams in this, with only 4 points. They beat Alexander and Kitamura. They finished with 6, which even then is pretty sad. Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting table to really look at. I think House of Torture probably could have gave a little bit more effort. It's tough, though. Claudio and Ashino really ran away with it. They have the potential to get 16 points. They might finish with 14. We'll see. We will see. So, yeah, Order of Destruction. Lucha Brothers. Potentially. It depends on what happens in the finish. And it will, in fact, be a finish with Will Hobbs beating Pentagon Jr., or if Phoenix didn't pick who's the loser. So, they, as far as the Lucha Brothers, so far they were 2-1 over the Order of Destruction. It does not go the distance, though. It's going 30, or it's not going 30, excuse me. It's going 26 minutes, as, with Will Hobbs getting that massive victory, carrying an injured Calvin Tankman, too. Just massive. Absolutely massive. Just for the sake of it, we'll see who's the co-main here between Ashino and... honestly, let's give it to Tanahashi. Let's have him beat Claudio. I like it. There. So they're going to finish with 14. Then, United Empire versus Dragon's Den. Falter does, in fact, win. So, at least, they get the solace of tying, but, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it does not matter. And, okay, it's a regular matchup, too. I just wanted to double check. So then, LIJ, United Rage, which, I gotta change, because, yeah, it's obviously not the Great Okan. Even though he's back and healthy, he's, obviously, he's been replaced, unfortunately, for him. But, yeah, Alexander Kitamura, they will lose. In fact. Hiromu, he's gonna get a triangle choke over Alexander, or a time bomb, doesn't matter. Either or. Then Sanada and Taichi against the House of Torture, which we're gonna... no, you know what? Sanada could use a win. Why not, right? They're gonna finish with 8. House of Torture's gonna stay at 8. Golden Ace is jumping up to 10. And LIJ jumping up to 6. And, of course, United Empire and the Order of Destruction jumping up to 12. So, with that being said, as Taichi's gonna have problems stamina-wise, we can look at the final card. We have the finals, of course, which will be Order Destruction versus Ashino and Claudio, but also the co-main for all the tag belts. It is Walter and Zack Sabre Jr., the heavyweight tag team champions, taking on the New Japan Strong Openweight tag team champions and the Lucha Brothers. Of course, the Lucha Brothers beat Walter and Zack Sabre Jr. going into this matchup. But the reason why both belts are on the line, simply Zack Sabre Jr. and Walter want to prove they are the best tag team in the world, and the Lucha Brothers didn't budge. They did not, as far as, sure, they have nothing to prove, as far as they've already beaten them before. They could have probably had just a regular IWGP tag team title matchup with Walter and Zack Sabre Jr., but they feel so confident that they could do it again. They are putting their belts on the line as well for an ultimate tag team title matchup to end out the year. Boys, so we have a chance to see both double champion Hayato Tamura as the heavyweight champion and Kondo champion, or Walter and Zack Sabre Jr. or the Lucha Brothers going into their tag team title matchup against, of course, the winners of the tag league as double champions. So a lot of guys carrying a lot of gold. A lot of gold around, as far as you're seeing a lot of double champions right now. And will they walk out of Wrestle Kingdom still double champions is the key there. Then, of course, the 15-man Junior New Japan Rumble will be after that. Rather be before that. I thought about it being the co-main, but I felt like it's going to be better right before the co-main event. And we got Dragon's Den versus Blastoff, which is a 6-man tag. Roddy's not going to be involved in that one, as that's going to be Tamura, O'Reilly, Garcia against the team of Konosuke Takeshita, Kota Ibushi, and Fuminori Abe. Designers Perfection versus Kingdom of Strong Style. It's an 8-man tag. Sonata, Taichi, Velocities taking on Nakamura, Uemura, Shelley, and Kushida. Of course, Designers of Perfection, they're already taking on the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Challengers of Koji Kamai. So, as far as they're getting ready for that, the Gory Bastards, against Juice and Coughlin. Of course, Gory Bastards being Pac and Moxley. Then TCS, Hana Kimura and Starlight Kid taking on Julia and Saletta, and then Ashley Flair and BB Crawford, who is Bianca Belair of the Four Horsewomen, which is why BB, Bianca. Her real name's like Bianca Blair, so that's kind of the idea there, is Bianca Blair Crawford, which I think is actually her name now, because obviously I think she took Montez's last name, and I think pretty sure that's his last name too. So yeah, that's just the reason why for the name. And then the opener for the CMLL World Middleweight title, Riley versus AJ Styles in his return to Japan after a little over 9 months, February to December. His last showing was at the anniversary show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And the opener for this show, for the final tour show, it's SB Kento versus Gavin McGavin, as SB Kento's going to get the win. So yeah, since I like that too, since United Empire and Dragon's Den. Actually, instead of SB Kento, let's go with Garcia. Actually, I think Garcia's not recognizable as well. Oh, he is. Never mind. Perfect. Yeah. So Garcia wins here, but of course not the House of Torture. The Dragon's Den team's going to lose to the Tag Champs. Just want to double check the analysis is good. Yeah, we just have a lot of injuries. Again, 3 different injuries. I think we had 5 in total of that whole tour. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, we will not be running Kanto. Because I don't think we're going to run. Well, yeah, let's hold off on that. Because, yeah, we haven't ran there since... Oh, when's the last time we ran there? Oh, we ran the Strong taping. Yeah, that's right, for the Christmas special. was live from Kanto. As, yeah, we'll go Chubu, I guess. Run the old Nippon Gashi Arena. Maybe not. Now I'm kind of torn. Yeah, we've been around here since October. This be a good call. Yeah, 3,000. Perfect. Alright, let's run it. 64 for Garcia and McGavin. Giant sleeper for Daniel Garcia at 953. Big win there from Daniel Garcia. Good little matchup, though. Could have been a technical masterclass, too, if we're being honest. Just now realized I fucked up the order, because, yeah, this is the Steal the Show match here. And Sonata's going to beat Brody King with the Sonata lock. So, great win, though, for Sonata, as he was the best guy in the match. Oh, well, alright. There's a 20-minute contest here between LIJ and Alexander and Katsuki Kitamura as Hiromu submitting Josh Alexander there with a triangle choke. Big win. Big win for Hiromu. Good performance. 79 here from Falter and Zack Sabre Jr. against Roger Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Zack and Falter. Best guys in the match. Picking up the win. There's O'Reilly, doing well though. 72. Even though he's declining. Got a crowd hotter, too, so that's nice. It's an 83 for Claudio and Ishino. Losing to the Golden Ace, though, as Tanahashi with a high fly flow over Claudio Castagnoli. As Ishino and Claudio slightly outperformed. Like a point difference. Literally 2 points difference. But wild. Wild. Big performance from Golden Ace. And then 82 here for the main event. Sucks. Absolutely sucks that we saw an injury to Calvin Tankman, because they would have had an incredible run make it into the finals here. But fortunately, it's just a bit of a what could have been. But still, I'm very, very pleased with how we were just resilient. We persevered, made it through that tour, barely by the skin of our fucking teeth. Now we just gotta hope nobody gets hurt here on this final show, especially somebody like Tamura or Konosuke Takeshita, or I'll just take a shotgun to the chest at this rate. No, won't be that bad. But I'm hoping at least we get a big show here for the episode 100. It's been a task for sure. We've been put through the ringer. But hopefully we can have a great show to kind of cap off not only the year, but for the 100 episodes. And just all around hoping for a solid showing here. Alrighty, the final show is here. We have done it, and they want us to run the National Stadium. I think not, but I like the enthusiasm. Corey Ostlund, one of the young lions, as he gave a locker room a lift when he unveiled a series of spot-on impression of some of his colleagues. Naito and Akuya Miyagi, as Naito's passing on psychology tips to Akuya Miyagi. And Katsuri Shibata, passing on microphone work to SB Kento. Alrighty, so, of course, we'll start off with our main event. After we pick a venue. As, trying to think here. Alright, so yeah, Chubu has, I thought they had a nice sized venue. I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, they had the 50,000. Yeah, we'll, pencil that in for now. We'll see. Because I don't want to run the, Osaka Dome. There's definitely nothing bigger here. I know that much. Of course, Sapporo, 40,000. Yep, not doing that. Pepe Dome's 40,000 as well. And I don't think there's anything bigger here anyways, but yeah, we wouldn't have been able to run there, really. And I think, yeah, just 25,000 again. Oh no, there's a 49,000. Yeah, the Hewitt and Ace, Dan Miyagi. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, main event. Claudio, Ishino versus the Order of Destruction. So we're going to see some interference, we're going to see some shenanigans. The big thing from this is Suzuki-gun get to the win now, and they are going to beat the Order of Destruction and be the 2025 World Tag League winners, but also, of course, going on to Wrestle Kingdom. So they'll be taking on, potentially, either who wins between, the two teams of the Gome. But yeah, awesome. And you're going to see Brody's going to come out first, try to help out Order of Destruction by some underhanded tactics. Suzuki's going to get involved to follow that up, and yeah, I mean, it's going to be a bit chaotic there for a little bit, but it finishes strong. And you have a great finishing sequence, or it's clean, for the next, couple of minutes. We're only going to give it 24 minutes, though, because of injuries. And plus, I want to kind of give the New Japan Rumble a good bit of time. Plus, also, where is it? There it is, the co-main. Going to give this a good bit of time. Let's go 34 minutes. For both belts, both sets of belts. Zack Sabre Jr. beats Pentagon Jr., and they do, in fact, become not only still the tag team champions, but now the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions as well. So yeah, this is to think that they have now, when the gold's on the line, Zack Sabre Jr. and Walter walk out on the other side with a victory, but just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we're going to skip the New Japan Cup for now because we have a lot of other things to go into, and I kind of want to break it down with an actual, like making the match as is. That way it's a little easier, just to make sure who's been booked and who needs to be booked type of thing. So we're going to go now to the Dragon's Den Designers of Perfection matchup. Oh, yeah, that's the Kingdom of Strong. Oh, no, the Kingdom of Strong Style in Designers of Perfection, the 8-man. No, the 6-man's ahead of this. Alright, so Taichi is going to beat Yui Mura in the 8-man. Nice win for Designers of Perfection, though, as we'll see if Sonata can, in fact, win again when the bright lights are on come Wrestle Kingdom time. There's that Dragon's Den Blast-Off 6-man. Zabushi's going to beat Kyle O'Reilly. Yeah, I like this matchup a whole lot. Again, just hope nobody gets hurt in that one. Especially Tamura and Konosuke Takeshita. So then, we have the Glory Bastards. Moxley and Pac against Peace, Love, and War. Juice Robinson and Coughlin. So the idea is Moxley, of course, he's ran through everybody of House of Black, but still hasn't gotten official word if Tyler Black is going to be ready to go or not. So the idea is potentially Juice Robinson has a chance to get a U.S. title matchup against Jon Moxley here. And at least Juice himself, I'm trying to think as far as when's the last time him and Moxley have went at it. Yes, it was back in February. So that'd be almost a year return for him. And I want to say they had maybe a couple more. Nope, just that was it. And of course the, or no, that didn't happen yet because, yeah, that was, fuck, I completely forgot about that. That happened during COVID when Moxley left and joined New Japan. I completely forgot about that. Oh, no, that didn't happen. Yeah, that happened the year before. That was 2019. I don't know why I think that was 2020, but yeah, that was 2019. The summer of 2019. But yeah, I mean, that's a huge win. Huge win for Moxley. He's going to beat Coughlin. But afterwards, little video package airs, and it's Malachi Black. He's standing next to El Kukui, but El Kukui's not speaking because, I don't know, I like the idea that El Kukui's not speaking. He's very much a silent type, with the blood going down his chin and his face. It seems like a great visual that way, and he's not talking. But Malachi Black's doing the talking, and says that their leader, he's instead, you might have thought with Moxley, you might have thought that you've ran through all of us. You've beaten El Kukui, he's beaten Robbie Eagles even, beat myself. They were all luck. It was all not for the big picture, though. Because our faithful leader has really scoured the world and has found the answer. Answer to all these problems with him and you. Jon Moxley, you, in fact, have not ran through all of House of Black. So you can't go on to defend against somebody else yet, because we have found the perfect opponent for you. Come Wrestle Kingdom, you will face. And then they step to the side. The light, because it's a black and white vignette, but then the lights go to color, like a normal, I guess, go from black and white to normal. Then behind them, it turns to red, silhouette comes, and they don't see the figure. It's still a silhouette, but they say, you're going to face your worst nightmare. Moxley's worst nightmare is set to answer Jon Moxley. So this idea, as far as really the idea, Tyler Black's not ready. He's still about a month away. So, with him still a month away, figured why not pull a surprise, and not only that, pull in a new member for House of Black. Now, Moxley's worst nightmare. We're still keeping it a secret, right? It's going to be advertised as Jon Moxley versus Moxley's worst nightmare, so that's going to be kind of funny for the U.S. title. But also, this is a huge disadvantage for Mox. You know, he's got no upper hand in this. He has no idea who he's facing. He's got no idea what to prepare for. This is massive. This is a massive coup for House of Black. But also, you know, talking about the kind of master strategist and master thinker of Tyler Black, has kind of looked for somebody that has given Moxley problems in the past and is his quote-unquote worst nightmare. So that's going to be fun to kind of see how that plays out. But yeah, that's going to obviously air after their match. Then we have the tag team triple threat matchup. It's one fall to a finish. BB Crawford will be beating Salada. So nice win for the Four Horsewomen. Donna Del Mundo losing there. I felt like that was kind of the best case scenario because I love Starlight Kid and Hannah Kimura. I love that team. I think they've worked pretty well together just early on. And don't want to have Julia lose because we've kind of rarely seen her. And then Salada's been used a good bit. She can take the loss. And of course, this is her debut in BB Crawford, so want to give her the win. Then Ryu Lee versus AJ Styles for the CMLL World Middleweight title. As Ryu Lee will be getting the win. The reason why we're having this matchup be on the tag league here is because we want to have a unification, maybe champion versus champion, or just maybe straight up just CMLL World Middleweight title matchup. So there's a lot of opportunities there with the CMLL roster. It's gotten pretty good, you know, along the way. And to have Ryu Lee, obviously, you know, tremendous luchador in his own right, being able to potentially have a kind of lucha match with somebody is pretty great. It's a pretty great idea for Wrestle Kingdom. And also, maybe even potentially there's an idea, or at least there's a thought process to where we're going to have him and Hiromu for the CMLL World Middleweight title. I think that'd be pretty fun to do, so. Because it's been a while now since they've faced off against each other. I'm trying to think when's the last time they've even been in the same ring. Because obviously since Hiromu's moved up, let's just take a look. Let's see here. I wonder if he's still under... Oh, no, he's not. Wow. Was the G1 Climax Finals 30 show back in 2020. So it's been a hot-ass minute. And, boy, that's a long time since they've had a match. And they've even interacted together. So it'd be a fresh match. And plus, it's the 20th Wrestle Kingdom. I kind of want to give a little bit of everything. I want to showcase some great shit of, like, rivalries. A future of, like, to think, like, Ashley Flair, for the first time, is going to have a women's title match at Wrestle Kingdom. As far as seeing double champions and Tomoe and Konosuke Takeshita, these future stars. And I kind of want a little bit of everything, right? I want something for everyone type of feel. And a Ryu Lee, in a Hiromu match just makes sense. It just fucking makes sense. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to do. And also, I'm sure we'll have a New Japan Strong Openweight title matchup with Tanahashi as well on that show. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of stuff. But yeah, Ryu Lee getting the win. As far as, I don't know exactly where that's going to go on the card. Kind of the one thing about it that I'm kind of like, I wonder where I'm going to put it. Because I'm going to go ahead and add that now to the card. Good shit. And then, because I want to have 9 matches, and that will make it 9 with this New Japan Strong Openweight title matchup as well. Hell yeah. Because I'm going to, well, yeah, we'll show it at the end, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and Hiromu Takahashi versus Ryu Lee. We're gonna wait. We're gonna do the number 1 contendership matchup, maybe even a battle royal. Well, probably not a battle royal since we just had that to crown whoever is going to get the junior heavyweight title chance. So we'll probably do. We might do the scramble match again. I kind of like that. That was kind of fun. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Scramble match. Because that was that last year we did that? I think that was 2 years ago, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Let's take a look. Wrestle Kingdom 19. Yep, was the year before. It's 18. Alright. So I thought it was. Yeah, there it is. It's only an 81 then. But yeah, it'd be a fun little match to bring back. God, what a card. Went with 11 matches. Jesus Christ. Whew. It's 100 though. We might go back to that though. We might. Instead of the 9. Kick it up a notch. How many did we have? I already forgot how many we had for 19. Oh, oh no, I was already on the right spot. It's all the way back. Oh yeah, we just 2, 4. Yep, we just had the 9. All right. Yeah, and then of course the cage match. So kind of that, and the Owen Justice cage match that swung and missed. But yeah, wow. And the tag team title match is going to be pretty high this year, though. It's not going to be the second match on the card. Funny enough, I think this is, they basically have flopped. Or flopped, they basically swapped these 2 title matches now. So that's kind of funny. But yeah. Yeah, nice little comeback for, and it's crazy. Tanahashi was the champion. He won it, that night there at Wrestle Kingdom 19. So for him to be the champion again, going into Wrestle Kingdom 20, should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah, and of course, we'll have the Rumble on the pre-show. We actually might open up the show with the Rumble. Yeah, they'll make it 10. Fuck it. Because I always forget to add it, because it's supposed to be in the pre-show, and now in this save, I don't really do a lot of pre-show stuff, because we're 1,000 shows in, we're fine. So yeah, we'll make it, yeah, there we go. I like it. Alright, so yeah, let's to the New Japan Rumble, at least the 15-man, because I wanted it to be a little different. We'll call it the Junior Rumble, we'll have to just make it ourselves, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah, we have a 30-man. Then we have... Yeah, we'll, make it the New Japan Junior Rumble. Go 15. I believe we're gonna have 15. Yes, I thought so. There's elimination. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we'll go timed entrances, because that's supposed to be what it is. Ring, yeah, name value. Go 15 min. Looks like a... Yes. I guess it's technically not a normal battle royal, because it's technically... the Aztec Warfare was the first... I'm trying to think when was the first one, because the AKI games had, like, that way as a elimination to those time battle royals where you can, eliminate them by pinfall, submission, or over the top rope. But I'm trying to think when was the first in real life version of that. But that's alright. Yeah, that's alright. New Japan, 15 in. I love how I didn't space it out. That's alright. So, as, make it... Oh, we'll make it a lightweight. That's the maximum, just so I can... Oh, and, oh. Man, there we go. And exclude booked. Perfect. Alrighty, so... Yep, Tozawa. Good call. Barbaro Cabanero. Great call. Taurus. Bushi. Like Casanova. Yep, Daichi Hashimoto. We haven't debuted Daki yet. He's just been working, Oh, no, we have. I was thinking we hadn't, but no, we have. Yeah, he worked the Royal Quest show. We're just kind of waiting for the right time with him. Darius. Bane, Gulak, Parker. Not Airbender since he's in the junior tag team matchup. Phantasm. Damn, we could add a lot more. Yay High for Suzuki-kun. Let's take those out off for now. Let's See, Jason Lee, good call. So we have Black Taurus. Malachi Black, no, obviously. Robbie Eagles, obviously. No need. It's crazy that Roosh is a lightweight. He's a guy that just seems so much bigger in real life. Samurai Del Sol. Yeah, let's get Swerve out there. So we got one more. Oh my. That ran out really, really fast. It's crazy again. Nomura, he's finally back too. He's back and healthy again. It's been a year. Even some change. He's finally back to 100%. And let's give it to Shooter. So yeah, Cabanero, Taurus, Bushi, Casanova, Hashimoto, Dante, Dragonbane, Gulak, Drew Parker. Let's actually change Drew Parker for Ishimori. Yeah. Then Phantasm. Phantasm and Samurai Del Sol, maybe not. Let's take Phantasm off. Trying to think who else we could use. Yeah, because we got Jason Lee. Oh yeah, Kaji D'Amato, why not? Great call. Alright, there's our 15. Perfect. Well, I'm trying to think. If it's a timed one, then it needs to be, with 15 men, it'd have to be at least over 30 minutes. Because let's, let's say it's every, well, technically, no, it doesn't have to be, because we're starting off with 4 men. So if it starts with 4, and then basically, that'd be 22 minutes, if it comes out, you know, every 2 minutes, I believe, yeah, that should be it. Yeah, that should be right. So yeah, we'll keep it at 30. 30 is a good call. So the final 4. Is that Iron Man new? Or am I an idiot? Have I never seen that before? Alright, so finalist. I like Black Taurus being the finalist for sure. Yeah, Swerve could be fun. Runner-up will be... Let's go Shota Umino, Shooter. And then the winner will be Daichi Hashimoto. Hashimoto against Robbie Eagles. As that, I think, is going to be a fun opportunity for little Hashimoto. As far as, God, what Wrestle Kingdom was that where he made his debut at? Fuck. I'm trying to remember. Because it was like, I was wanting to say it's 6, but that ain't right. No, I'm gonna have to look it up. This is gonna annoy the shit out of me. That I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, Cage Match, our trusted source. I guess technically not his debut. I'm trying to remember. Because his actual, like, first match against Muto was 2011. I think he did, like, a 0-1 kickboxing match, too. But yeah. Yeah, 10th anniversary. It was him and Chono. Then, like, it was, like, March of 2011. So, yeah, it was probably... Must have been that one. So... That might have actually been 6 now I'm thinking about it. It's kind of wild. If I got that right. Oh, it was 5. Yeah, this is one off. Fuck. That's alright, though. I thought, it's a nice return, though. Fuck, 15 years later. Down the road, and he's got a chance for some history here. Just want to double check that's the right one, because boy, that's going to be embarrassing if it's not. Because I think that's the TNA one, because yeah, it is. It fucking is. Is it 2012 then? And that actually would be 6, but I didn't think it was. where you can find, where you could see me middling to figure out who was, wow, a lot of people are very unhappy about this. That's hilarious. You gotta love the whole 100 episode here. You get to see me contemplating, like, when was the debut of what? Yeah, it's Tanahashi faced Suzuki on this show. I didn't think this was it. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, because Muto and Naito is the co-main. Wasn't that either. I'm just gonna have to type Muto and Chono. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, because it's definitely before, Muto retired. So it had to have been one of the earlier ones. Had to been. Shit, because I don't think it was it might as well have been the first one. Because, yeah, that must have been it. Yeah, because this was part of the... Damn, it was the first one. Well, that's huge. Because, yeah, that was, like, shortly after... Yeah, because Hashimoto died in 2005. So that was a couple of years after. And now I'm really feeling good about that. Alright. Talking about a lot of history there. So, yeah, we need to change one of the refs. And then we're good to go. Oh, we gotta make sure this is in the right spot. Let's see what, oh yeah, we also want to change, we want to add some of the post-show press conference stuff. So we get, man, what? You must have, like, the opener. Yep. Sure did. Alrighty. So yeah, post-show stuff. We'll have one with Suzuki-gun. Of course, the winners. Yeah, one of the best tag team wrestlers of all time, and Claudio Castagnoli getting another accolade for the resume. Of course, for Shotaro Ashino as well. I mean, a guy that's done pretty well for himself. He's, of course, been heavyweight champ, intercontinental champ, never champ. He's been the tag champs and the never always six-man, and he's won the New Japan Cup. So he has done quite a lot within the couple of years he's been with us. Because I love Shotaro Ashino, so that makes sense. He was booked pretty strong. And yeah, well, obviously hyping up the Walter Zack Sabre Jr. matchup. Which, yeah, with Claudio and Ashino, if I remember correctly, it's crazy that I'm like, Blanket is like, yeah, they lost to him. So they also have a little bit of redemption in their hearts here as well. So that should be fun. Yeah, we'll have the braggadocious United Empire having all the belts out there on the table for their press conference as far as what they've done, being, as far as, sure, they didn't win the tournament for some technicalities, but with the gold here, they don't need no tag league to prove that they're the best in the world. They have it with these belts, and they've done it with their 2025 campaign of being the best of the best. They've beaten, Claudio and Ashino already, so they don't see how they're not going to beat them again, and they're going to walk out of Wrestle Kingdom still the IWGP Tag Team Champions. Post-show press conference for Moxley, too, as far as just kind of laughing off what the House of Black, calls them the House of Bitches. They got another trick up their sleeve since Tyler Black doesn't want to face me. Now I gotta face my worst nightmare. I've been fighting my nightmares and demons all my life. Yeah, this is nothing new. Whoever it is, they're gonna get their ass beat because I'm not losing this belt. And that's just kind of, a nice little kick-ass babyface promo. That Moxley doesn't need to be scared or cowardly kind of thinking like, oh, I'm scared about what it's going to be, or I'm nervous about what it's going to be. Nah, man, he's the shit-kicking, kick-ass babyface, and there's nothing that's going to stop him type of thing, and at least mentality-wise. He's mentally tough, mentally strong, and he's not going to break from stuff like that. So that's kind of the idea. Just simple shit like that. I don't even know what would you even put as Moxley's worst nightmare as far as, because it wouldn't be overness, because no one even knows what it is. I guess we'll just go not rated, because I don't even know, but, but I'll have to filter Tyler Black, because he's still can be used. Tyler Black. Overness. And then we'll have, we'll just have that. Good call. I think if we should have one more, or... Yeah, I think that's, we should probably have one with, Hashimoto. Why not? So yeah, as you can see, he's going to help train Hashimoto, but it's Hashimoto very pleased, very proud of what he's going to do, be able to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome. Well, actually, it's not even going to be the Tokyo Dome, it'll be in the National Stadium. Don't wrestle in front of that many people. Talking about, this is going to be for his dad, this is going to be able to hold an IWGP title. Obviously, it's a junior title, but still, that brand was built on his dad's shoulders, and that's huge. That's a huge moment, and every kind of, second generation or even third generation wants that lineage of, as far as being able to be in the same promotion and have the same type of success. Granted, it's a junior side of it, but it's still a championship that is very, very important to him, and Tanahashi knows how hard he's worked to get to this point, and he's talking about how he's been scrapping at this chance for well over 15 years now at that rate, because he debuted 2011 like we said, so yeah, it's a long time to almost 15 years of work to get here. It wasn't nepotism, it wasn't something that was given to him, he had to earn it. But I like that, that's let's not, it's relatable, I think for the generation that grew up with his dad and watching him. How can you not want to see him? Even though is he as great as his dad? Absolutely not. But that's a very hard thing to do. But he's solid. He's solid for sure. I think a lot of people kind of threw a lot at him at a very early age, which happens a lot with second generation guys. But I would say he's a solid hand, if I had to say, for 2023 Daichi Hashimoto. Is he going to improve to the point where in 2026 that he could be in a Wrestle Kingdom matchup for a junior heavyweight title? I mean, maybe. I don't know. New Japan's kind of in a weird spot right now. They could probably... I probably wouldn't mind it at this rate. If this was a couple of years ago, I'd probably say no. But at this rate, God, it'd be better than El Phantasmo. So, there is that. But yeah, just a fun little... Robbie Eagles be off screen for the promo. Love it. Wholesome babyface stuff with some of this. We'll split it in between. Go one after another. Alright. Good shit. Alright, we're good to go now, finally. 84 for the opener. Fucking Ryu Lee with a 90. Yeah, he's been incredible. I love him to death. He was somebody... It's crazy that he just, to think where we started in this save, right? I never would have... if someone would have told me when we started the save 100 episodes ago, I guess 99 episodes ago, if, Ryu Lee was ever going to be, on Raw, I'd be like, there's probably no way, but that'd be cool. A guy that I've been watching for a long time now, weirdly enough, been almost a decade, close to it. It's a little. So I'm trying to remember. The first time I saw him was that Fantastica Mania match he had with Kamatachi, obviously now Hiromu, and I want to say that was 2011. Might have been 2012. Might have been 2013 now I'm thinking about it. So it might have been 10 years ago. But, yeah, and that was just like, oh my, this is now, like, the new rivalry of, like, what, Super Crazy and Tajiri were, what, Ultimo Dragon and Chris Jericho were, like, that type of rivalry where you got these two young juniors that are just gonna put on these great matches, and they absolutely did that. And it's a shame what's kind of happened to where now they'll kind of be remembered as, him breaking Hiromu's neck. But before that, some incredible matches, especially like a junior style match, and that's gonna be fun to do that again and for a CMLL belt, which they had. I want to say they had a CMLL title match when he was on Excursion, because I know they had a hair versus mask match. Had the old Lucha de Apuestas as, and of course Kamatachi lost as he shaved his head, which you gotta love that. But that's a fun opener for sure. We'll take that 84-78 for the Joshi three-way tag match. TCS killing it there as they get the win, or they don't get the win. They were the best team though. Salado in the 80s is just crazy. Like, she's by far the best woman in this match. I mean, she's gonna be nowhere close to the title match, which is crazy. But yeah, BB Crawford pinning Salado with a 452. Ashley Flair being the worst person in this match is very disheartening. But she's had a crazy run so far as the women's champ. 92 for the Gory Bastards and Juice and Coughlin as the Death Rider. From Jon Moxley, 22-35. Of course, the great chemistry paying off well. I love that Pac Moxley team, though. They're completely different as far as stylistically, but there's so many similarities, as far as what Pac can do on the mat and what Moxley can do on the mat, but you really wouldn't notice it from a looking at them perspectively, too, because, like, Moxley, of course, is 6'3", like, he'd be towering over Pac. But, of course, it's speed with kind of, I wouldn't even say size, really, just kind of brute, or just a fighter. just a fighter in old Jon Moxley. But, yeah, that's a fun team. Fun little team. And the video package went well. How about that? Those never go well for us. So I'm glad that went over well. 74 for the 8-man of Kingdom of Strong Style and Designs of Perfection. Tai Chi with the submission win for Yuya Uemura. Sonata, best guy in the match. Good shit. Good win. Good win there from Sonata. So 86 from the Dragon's Den and the Blast-Off team. So Ibushi with the Phoenix Splash on Kyle O'Reilly. Garcia with the 72 is not bad at all. Yeah, Konosuke Takeshita, 93. Tamura, 84. Love it. Love it. 77 for the Junior Battle Royal, or the Junior New Japan Rumble, if you will. The Final Four being Umino, Taurus, and Shane Strickland. Shota Umino and Daichi Hashimoto. Really, the future is kind of the showcase with this. Sure, there's a lot of talented guys. Dante Martin, Dragon Bane. Even Bushi's still talented, and even, Barbara Cabanero's talented, and there's a lot of talent in there. But to have it be down to those four and have Daichi Hashimoto win it really shows you the direction we're going with the future. 94, though, for the co-main and the, I would say, undisputed tag champs here. And, boy, the Lucha Brothers outperformed them, though, still, which is fucking hilarious. What a win, though, for Zack Sabre Jr. and Volter, and what a match, though, at 94. We'll gladly take that. I'm surprised it wasn't even worse than a 90. I'll take the 90 at this rate. As T-Bone suplex from Machino on Tankman, that's crazy in itself. I mean, Tankman's injury, it sucked, but it still was, like, almost on the same level as Claudio. I don't know what's going on with Claudio right now. I don't know if he's just getting worse now because of age, because he is up there at this point. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's overwhelmed by Suzuki, which is still weird to me. But, yeah, Tankman still working that injury somehow, making the most out of that. And then press conference, which actually didn't do well compared to some of the others. And they had Daichi Hashimoto and Tanahashi there. 69. I guess there is also a bit of a dip for it being a post-show segment as well. Oh, that was too short as well. 78 for Moxley. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hell of a promo guy. We'll take the 90 at this rate, as we got pretty lucky there. I love how an undercard tag match was better than the main event, but hey, that's how it goes. That is how it goes. I'm trying to think who we should put over. Yeah, we put over Penta, or we put over, we put over Penta and Starlight Kid and Hana Kimura. You know, Salada, for what she did, honestly deserves a lot of praise. Moxley was kind of the guy of the show, to be honest. We'll give him some love, too, and we'll give Daichi Hashimoto a hug. Alrighty. So, episode 100 in the books. 100 episodes in, 100 episodes out. You love it. And what a great starting point for episode 101. Fucking Wrestle Kingdom 20. What a card that is set. Yeah, we got it all lined up. 10 matches. As we will, as far as I think we could show it here. Yeah, we'll just have to copy it over here. Hopefully, the loading is not going to be too much of a problem, so I can just load it right up. But if not, we can just stop the recording here, then bring it back to when it's done. Shouldn't be that big of a problem, but it's crazy to think we're almost in October already. This year's flying by. In real life here, obviously, now we're about to go into 2026. As, let's out with the old, in with the new. Wrestle Kingdom 20. We'll go ahead and add the 20 in there. Konosuke Takeshita, the King of Pro Wrestling winner, taking on Tamura, the G1 Climax winner. So that's kind of cool how that worked out. And, of course, Heavyweight Champion and Intercontinental Champion in Tamura taking on Konosuke Takeshita, the co-main event. And I think a match that is going to deliver in a huge way. Nakamura versus Sanada, a man that, it's kind of funny, the future has been hyped up a lot, but there's a man from the past who has main evented this show plenty of times, has had the best match plenty of times, and has really stole the show a lot of times from this co-main event spot in Shinsuke Nakamura. But for Sonata, this is a great chance. You know, his Desires for Perfection run's been pretty fun, him being the guy, and he's got a chance to really solidify that with a win here over Nakamura and retaining his belt. And of course, we just saw the winners of the 2025 Tag League, and Claudio Castagnoli and Shotaro Ashino taking on Zack Sabre Jr. and Walter. Should be a fun match, though. I think Claudio is going to bring it on this big stage, and I think not only Ashino and Zack, they're going to perform well, and Walter, I think, should go well. I think just stylistically, that matchup makes a lot of sense. And then before that, big-ass tag team title matchup, Hiromu Takahashi taking on Ryu Lee in a CMLL World Middleweight title matchup. That should be a lot of fun to see, as the first time in fucking almost 6 years at that point they've had a match. Pretty crazy. The women's title matchup, the triple threat, Hana Kimura versus Julia versus Ashley Flair. Can Ashley walk out women's champion yet again, or will he have a new women's champion? Junior Heavyweight Championship matchup, Daichi Hashimoto with his father in his heart. They're going to get a major victory and win his first ever major title in New Japan against Robbie Eagles. Then Moxley's worst nightmare versus John Moxley as U.S. title matchup. No gimmick on the line as of yet. And so far, it's a straight-up 1v1 match. Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup as well with Koji Kamai versus the Velocities. Then the New Japan Strong Open Weight, we'll just say scramble match. As I think we'll actually put this here. Yeah. Or like, actually, nah, we were right the first time. right the first time. Go with this, because we have a lot of singles matches after that. Not a lot, we only have 2, and then we have the triple threat. But yeah, I like the formula. This is, of course, the New Japan Rumble to open up the show. Winner, of course, gets a New Japan Strong Openweight title matchup in the future. If, yeah, that is going to be pretty... Actually, you know what, for this year, they're going to up the ante a little bit. Since Tamura, of course, is technically, double champion still at that point, because, we all know if he's going to win or lose in the main event. Winner takes on Tamura for the Intercontinental title at, we won't say New Year's Dash. We'll go New Beginning. Yeah, we'll go New Beginning, in Osaka. There you go. So yeah, we got it all figured out. As I just want, we'll make sure winner. Oop. Let's make sure. Wrong one. There we go. Winner gets. Oh my god, I can't see. It's too dark. As a winner gets. Let me see. Title match. Osaka. There we go. Perfect. So that is the card. It is set. 10 matches. Literally, 9 of them have titles on the line. 2 tag team matches. A triple threat. No gimmicks, though. But a Rumble and a Scramble match. Back to back, too. And it's kind of funny how that worked out. Yeah, this should be a lot of fun, though. This is a fun little show. Obviously, Wrestle Kingdom. We try to make it the biggest show of the year. And I think we've done a pretty good job of that, especially that main event. I think that main event is exactly what we need. We've had some great main events in the past, but that one is very special to think that we have 2 stars that are 30 and 29. They're about to put on a match of a lifetime, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see if they do, in fact, do that. And, yeah, that will do it for episode 100. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.